Welcome to another edition of Lens Talk. My name's Paul, and here we have a discussion regarding the Canon EFS 10 to 18mm f4.5 to 5.6 IS STM lens. I just wanted to have a discussion regarding this lens, where it's priced at £213, which is really cheap really for such a wide lens. Typically on full frame it's equivalent to a 16mm L lens basically on full frame. Now this is a crop sensor camera, so that's what the EFS means. It will fit on any crop sensor camera with its 1.6 corresponding increase in focal length. So it's a fantastic lens. So really, realistically speaking, you're talking 16mm to about 28 on full frame. But obviously Canon likes to call it a 10 to 18 for crop sensor cameras. Now it does have a plastic mount, but I think this is the ideal lens if you want to do property photography. You don't need a 2.8 aperture because most of the time you'll be photographing interior photographs at f8 anyway, to try and get as much of the room in focus. I think it's a fantastic lens if you want to do property photography because it will get most of the room in the shot basically. And if you're doing property photography, this is the lens that you need to produce the results. If you're doing it as a business or a company's paying you to do it as a job, I would highly recommend that you get this lens. Canon are offering a £25 cashback offer on it at the present. I highly recommend this lens because it is so wide, it gets everything in the shot. The only thing is you can't use this lens on full frame, just keep that in mind. I've heard stories of people basically cutting away some of the plastic rear part of the lens so it'll fit on a full frame lens. EFS lenses can fit on full frame if you've modified the plastic on the back, but keep in mind it'd be like a black ring around the actual photograph that you would have to crop. So it is possible you could use it on full frame, but I wouldn't recommend it because if you don't do something to the plastic that sticks out, the back of the mirror will hit that and you could damage the mechanism in your camera on full frame. So I wouldn't recommend it. But on crop sensor cameras you shouldn't have a problem because the mirror is smaller. And it is a fantastic lens if you want to do property photography. And in terms of value, you can't really knock £213 for such a wide angle lens for a crop sensor camera. It's probably the best, in my opinion anyway, the best crop sensor wide angle lens out there. So I hope you found this video informative regarding this Canon EFS 10 to 18mm lens. It is STM, so that means if you're using one of the cameras that can autofocus in video, if you want to use this for video, it should be really great. It's quick and snappy focus wise because it's such a wide lens. But you should be able to use it on the 70D, 80D, 750D, 760D or even the older 100D in terms of autofocusing within video. But it is a lens I always recommend, and thank you for your time.